In this video, I'm going to show you how I trade from my MT5 account to my C Trader account, or from MT5 to DX Trader, or C Trader to DX Trader, whatever combination you want. I'm going to show you exactly how you can still continue to trade these prop firms or your personal account, no matter who the broker is. So right now, prop firms are an absolute mess just because most of them aren't able to work with MT5 anymore. So this means that us traders are forced to find some sort of way around it. Now, I was affected by this as well. I had a challenge I was actually doing with True Forex funds and I was affected by this. So I had to find a solution to continue the phase 2 without using C Trader, because I did try out C Trader and it was not working for me. Literally, I tried using my magic keys as well. It wasn't working for me. I was getting errors. So I was in a predicament where I want to pass this challenge, but I want to continue using MT5 because I just prefer MT5. MT5 just works better for me. So you might be in the same situation. You like MT5 or MT4. You want to continue using your MT4, your MT5 account with your prop firm account, no matter what prop firm it is. So I use Traders Connect for this. So today I'm going to talk to you about the good, the bad, and the ugly about this trade copy and exactly how it works. So one of the good things about Traders Connect is that I really like the interface. The only competitor to Traders Connect is Social Trader. Social Trader works very well, but it just seems like a software that was made and abandoned, and I literally have not heard from them at all. I've not seen anything about them, but the software works. So Social Trader is an alternative, but Traders Connect for me is very good. It seems like they seem like a company that actually really cares, that actually really wants to get this software going, right? So I currently have 2 accounts set up. I have one with TFF and I have one with ACG, and my ACG one is the one with MT5, and I want to use that continuously, and I'm going to link that with other accounts, and then that's how I'm going to kind of build an entire empire, right? So these are just 2 accounts for now. I personally don't recommend having all your account linked up just because that isn't ideal. So for now, I only have 2, and you just kind of leave the other accounts on the side, because sometimes an error can happen and that can really mess you up, because that nearly cost me my entire account. I nearly lost every account in literally one trade as a result of that problem. But I'm going to tell you this later on in this video. So this software right now is the only one that I know offers the ability to trade from MT4, MT5 to C Trader, and they're currently working on DX Trade. One thing to know is that their C Trader setup at the moment is currently work in progress. It's currently a bit under beta, so there can be issues, but it still works pretty well. At the moment, I'm able to continue using it. Everything works pretty cool. I've only had one issue once, but it works. So you have your portfolio value right here. You have all your accounts. You have your open positions. You have your closed positions. Trade copy, tells you when everything's working smoothly. And this, why I like this is that if there's ever any issues, I will know, because it will come up here. When there is some sort of problem, you will know because you will see failed. So it's very easy and straightforward to know exactly what's gone wrong. Now under accounts, if you just click on here and go into trade symbols, so now you can easily turn these off. One thing to note is that usually once you turn off the ones you don't trade, the trade copier generally works better because it doesn't have to manage or keep an eye out for these other pairs that you don't trade. So one little tip is just to turn the ones that you actually don't trade. If you're never going to trade oil, for example, like literally just turn it off. Now the main meat is the trade copier section. Right here is where we have our settings to make sure that everything works very clean. If you want to add another account, you simply just need to click on add slave. You put your account details in there and everything's pretty good. Now one of the best features that I like is this calculating your risk idea right here. It's just super clean. I remember using Social Trader once and I was trying to figure this out. Sometimes you can make mistakes or you don't know how it works and the percentages don't make sense, but here you can literally click on calculate risk setting. You can do it based on lot size, fixed lot. Most people do percentage, so you just need to click on percentage. Now in an example, you have a 10k master account and you have a 100k slave account. You know your master account, you're going to be trading 1%, so you put 1% in there. So now on your slave account, you want to also risk 1%, so you just put 1% in there and it tells you exactly what to do. Based on this, your risk setting is going to be 100%, and you just put 100% in there, which is pretty clean. But if you want to do it based on, you know, lot size, right? So all you simply do is, you know, you want to risk, let's say 10 lots on your main, and on your slave account, obviously times 10, so this would mean that you're risking 100 lots, and it's going to tell you exactly what to put. So that's going to be 1000%. So it kind of does this for you. It's super clean. You just put all the numbers in there, everything's all good. I usually just go balance and everything's pretty straightforward for me. Now the advanced settings, I don't use this as much, but the option is there for you if you want to put in a minimum lot size each time. If you want it to close strictly based on something else, reverse trading, that's all there. If you want it to expire after a certain time, so everything you really want to do, they do have the options and the settings for you, which is nice. Now this is one thing that most people usually miss, is when you're trading things like indices, there is something that you need to usually do. If you go to symbol mapping, things like NAS, things like gold, actually mostly NAS, US30 actually, usually have different names on different brokers. Sometimes you might see NAS 100 as US 100, and another broker, it might be called NAS 100. So for those kind of examples, you can see that I have S&P 500 in this case is called US 500 on one of the brokers, but then on the other broker, I simply want it to be US 500 cash. So I've already mapped these, so you simply just actually tap it in and it gives you all the different examples. US 30 the same thing, they have cash next to them instead of raw, so you actually need to map these sometimes. So the reason for this is just to make sure that when you do enter a trade, the trade goes through, so you don't get some sort of error, because sometimes the copier cannot find the pair that you're trying to trade. So now that it's mapped, I've literally never had an issue. Like NAS is a good example. NAS 100 and another platform is called US 100. So you just need to map these, and then that's really it. Now for the bad, the only bad thing I can really speak on is this option right here. Obviously this is going to probably come out down the line, but for now it's not out, and I don't know when it's going to be out. But right now they don't have the email function, which helps you, because when a trade goes through, you know that you'll get an email. I feel like this is something that is pretty quick to implement. I don't know why it's taking so long, but this would be something I wish that they had, because literally the reason why I nearly blew my account the other day was simply because of this feature right here. If I knew, it would have saved me. And what happened was I was using the trade copier to trade from my main account to my other account, right? So I entered the trade and I closed the trade. Everything was all sweet and good, not knowing that on the main account, on my 50k account, the trade did not close. I didn't get an email about it, so I just didn't know. I don't usually check, because so far I've not had this issue at all. So it happened to be that that trade was still going on without a stop loss, without anything, without a TP, was just running for about several hours, maybe 3-4 hours, without me actually checking this. So literally by the grace, I didn't lose the account. I literally just thought I should check 3 hours down the line, and I realized, whoa, the trade is still open, and I quickly closed it. And I was literally $100 away from blowing that entire account, because I lost about 4.8% or whatever it was. So if this feature was out, this would have saved me. Obviously that error probably happened because, again, they are under, like, the trade copier between the different accounts is still under beta. So fair enough, right? But this is something that needs to be planned real quick, because that was a scary experience. That was techie, but that would be the only complaint that I have. And now for the ugly, if I'm being real, I don't have an ugly. This is the first time I think that I actually don't have anything bad to say about this. I really like Traders Connect. I think they just really work well. There is this thing that they do, that they update you exactly on what's going on every single time. Let me just show you guys. Like right now, like today is literally March the 15th, right? So yesterday, you can see that they literally have this section where they update you on everything going on. It's pretty smooth. You can see March the 14th, they said that they've currently fixed some, I guess, quick trade, something to do with C Trader. It told you when it's complete. It tells you when there's bugs going on. It says right now that for DX Trade, they're just confirming that test on DX Trade has gone well, and this should be out pretty soon. They're just doing testing. So I just really like this. They update you on literally exactly everything that is going on every single time, and they've been doing this for a while, which is just super nice. I'm telling you, most companies don't do this. It might just be because they are relatively new, so they have the energy and care to do this. It could be, and maybe they won't do it later down the line, but we're gonna see, right? But so far, literally almost perfect. I can't complain at all. If you did find some value in the video, then be sure to subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.